Back to our YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Sunday, and it is my hope and prayer that this video is going to find you well wherever you are. Personally, I'm fine, and I thank the Lord this day He has given unto us. Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to divert more analysis on Pastor Nganga's remarks. Remember, I did analysis on Margaret Wanjiru after he had made a clash or attack on the Kenya Kwanza government that they wanted to demolish her church and grab her land. But what I've come to realize is that Moi gave her friend, the late Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi gave his friends several lands while he was in the government. And this might also be an effect when you see the current president is trying to find ways whose land belongs to this, who is the owner of this land, and the rest. That is what I can say is now happening. But if these people were not given title deed, then they're going to find it rough, because the government wants a clarification, not only even in churches, but also recently we saw they're doing the research on who is the owner of the KICC. But now this has brought differences among even the clergies, among even the tycoons in our country, and they are keeping on attacking the government with a threat. Pastor Nganga is coming out with a very, very terrifying move, and in his speech is making a clear indication that no one should stand in his front to attack him, that the land belongs to him. As you know, that no one is in need of that land. What the government require is that they want to know more about research if truly that land belongs to him. And as you know, ladies and gentlemen, even in urban areas, you must have that title deed. If you bought a land, you must have indication that that land serial number belongs to you. Even our home, you have that title deed indicating that this land belongs to this family. So I think government is right, but how the leaders responding is totally different. I want us to take a look and listen to this video. Then after that, we're gonna carry on with this analysis. Happy Sunday and welcome all of you to our Zion Kenya TV YouTube channel.
Dika yako mimi hatukusoma na wewe. ICC anasema nimeiba kiwanja mimi. Kiwanja title deed ya 1980. Ikatoka 1992. 93 ndio nimetoka jela. Ikatoka 1999. Nikainunua 2004. Unasema mimi ni fake. Fake ni mama yako. Don't bring nonsense to me. Kama ni mwizi ni uliza CBK. Na wewe ACC eda kwa land. Mimi sipati wagi title D. Mimi sipati title D. Narudia kusema muache sarakasi, sababu mnataka kuharibia government jina. Nyinyi watu wa siasa mnataka kuharibia government jina. Na kama mnataka kutafuta jina, kuharibu jina lingine, si hapa. Mama yako, muulize mama yako. Mimi title deed ni research ilikuwa imetoka 1980. Sijana nilikuwa kwa news, wacha niwe kwa news leo. 1980 na wakati wa Moi. Ikaja wakati wa Kibaki. Uhuru amekuwako hii title ikiweko. Mimi sikununua na Uhuru. Nilinunua 2004. Hiyo government zote zimepita. ICC ulikuwa wapi? Waiva, Ndieno. Ulikuwa wapi? Umezaliwa leo ICC. Ati nimegrab mama yako. Labish. CBK ni government. Kotini ni government. Sasa nyinyi wote watatu, what do you want to tell me? Title deed imetolewa 1980. Ulikuwa wapi 1980? Mujinga wewe. Try me one day. Na nitafanya kitu amutaamini macho yenu. Kama mimi nafanya hii kazi ya deliverance na nyinyi wakubwa mnanisubua, utaona vile nitakutumia vitu, mtaona vile nitafanya, na hutajua kama ni mimi. Nilisikia harufu ya moshi, sijui ni ndege ama ni gari, mtu ameshomekea ndani jana. Na kama hamujajua, mimi si pastor, mimi si bishop.
Reach to an extent of even threatening to the government and issuing a very, very strong message. I believe you've listened to Pastor Nganga, and this drives us and tells us that there is black magic rising up in our country. The mistake that I've seen, first mistake from that video, number one, is that he have not exposed a true character as a believer of Christ. That is number one I've seen. That is what we want to analyze. That why do you think Pastor Nganga is now threatening the government and issuing a very strong, tough message? Before I carry on with this, ladies and gentlemen, as you know we normally do, if this might be your first time watching me as on Kenya TV YouTube channel, I request you just take a 1 second and click the subscriptions button and subscribe to our channel. After you subscribe, like this video, watch this video, share and give us your opinion at the comment section below. And to the members, I want to appreciate you so much, because if it wasn't your support, then this channel could have not reached to where it is as of now. Thank you, and may you be blessed as you carry on with that support. Now, there's something that we don't understand, and according to my observation, is that these people, they lack honestly. They don't act as or behave as leaders whose characters can be portrayed by the future generation. As much as Pastor Nganga is coming out and defending himself and threatening the government that in any case they are going to dismantle his land or his property, and as you know that there are things which always happens under the sun. Some are evil, in short, witchcraft. So this tells us a lot, and it's very unfortunate that he is a very, very national pastor known for decades of years talking this way. I mean, there's so many protocols to be observed or followed in this life. Yes, he had known that the government is in need of his title deed, which is not wrong. He had to follow the procedures or rules and regulation. Number one, appear and tells more about the land. That is, of course, that is what the government wants. Tell the truth, and you see, truth will set you free. Than coming out with so many threats, so many narratives. This is very, very wrong. Not only even Pastor Nganga. Recently, I played the clip on Bishop Margaret Wanjiru, on how she speaks. As you know, every human being have weaknesses, yeah? And we always tempted even to go beyond expectation and say the speech which can bring hurt to our country. And also the government, the ICC or EACC, sorry, on how they do their things. They are not supposed to just send abruptly strange people to someone's administration that we've been sent by this and that, you must have a directive at a very good information, a legitimate one. If this person have been sent, you call him Hora because they have all details and say this land belongs to you, that and that. We are just trying to do more research and get more research on this land. If it belongs to you, then we shall just leave you, as you know, come and report. I mean, those are the protocol to be followed. Than sending people go and do that. That ought to give ultimatum, red alert, not issuing even a threat, but just pass the information that they require details on that land. Simple as that. If he has that detail, as Pastor Nganga have said, represent that details to them. I mean, that is what we call solving problem with dignity. That is what we call having respect to one another. Because the government always looks several things. The government is not wrong to check lands, to check factories, to check churches. It is right. They are right. Because some churches might be like Shakahola. You saw what happened in Shakahola, by the way. So what I always want and emphasize is that let's always try to live in harmony, to live on how we solve problem. Issuing threat to each other, be it witchcraft, be it how it's appear, cannot help us out at all. And lastly, I call the Kenya Kwanza government would always try also to deliver the promises they promised to Kenyans when it comes to high cost of living. That is the first agenda they ought to consider and deliver to Kenyans. I think if they do so, then Kenyans won't have challenges. As much as they are focusing on with the issue of title deeds, as much as they're focusing on how to construct roads, as much as they are focusing on how to do away with debts, huge debts affecting our country, but they must also try to ensure that Kenyans are no longer losing hope or trust in this government. And lastly, Pastor Nganga tells us that he is no longer interested on this government. And this tells you a lot, and I believe you will listen to that clip. That there are so many things happen under the sun in the night that when exposed in day, then you will even be shocked so much. I don't want to dwell much on this, because if I dwell much on this, it is going to be boring. The message is clear, ladies and gentlemen, and you will listen to that message. Pastor Nganga is ready, and anybody who will try him will see it rough. Let's wait and see how the government is going to handle this. But for now, I'm eagerly waiting for your opinion at the comment section below. Thank you very much for listening to me, and may you have a blessed Sunday as you have to meet on another political discussion.